Hey all, Yoshi the Game Wizard here. Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis? It's been an argument since day one. Let's dive into this schmick. The Sega Genesis was made in 1989 and manufactured by Sega. It was released with Altered Beast. The Genesis used the Motorola 68000 processor as the CPU of a Zilog 80. As a soundboard video game system, supporting the hardware and lots of sprite tiles and scrolling. The YM2612 is a 6-channel FM synthesizer. This used a lot of several games and made many computer noises too. It was used notably in the Sega Mega Drive or the Genesis video game console. It's really impressive. The Genesis is capable of many things like parallax scrolling along with 3D model movement, and many other games show it off. And if you put in the work like Dynamite Headdy, you can make these great games. Now on to our second contender. We have the mighty and the unbeaten Super Nintendo. This console was released in 1990, giving Sega the extra 2 years to pump out ads, such as the Sega does when Nintendo don't, a marketing campaign. It was high, it was edgy, and it gave Sega the crown because at that time, the NES was an 8-bit console standing down from the Sega 16-bit. It was a big powerhouse. But when the Super Nintendo came, lots of things changed. There was a war because the Super Nintendo used the FX chip. This gave the Super Nintendo the advantage of a good game, such as Star Fox. This game required an FX chip to even run properly. The Super Nintendo on its own used its own soundboard, giving it the greater depth with its own songs. The Super Nintendo used its own soundboard, making it and giving it the greater depth with songs. But who won this competition though? Even if they fell in 1993 because of their head start in the industry, they had more wits to move on, therefore making Sega our winner. This has been Yoshi the Game Wizard, signing off. That actually hurt.